Welcome to today's broadcast between Greeley West and Fossil Ridge High School. Bottom of the first here, the pitch. Oh, that is way outside. The pitch from Gio Munoz on the leadoff hitter, number 15, Tate Johnson of Fossil Ridge. So what do you think about that first pitch, Jake? Just a little bit of early game jitters?
Very wild. Two of them.
That was not as far, but that was totally inside. Looks like Tate had to flinch a little and just able to get it, and that is a 2-0 count for the Fossil Ridge batter. And now the third pitch. Outside once again. Having a little trouble finding the strike zone early.
Yeah. We saw last inning, earlier this inning, the accuracy of Luke Alfonso.
And there is a first strike for the Greeley West. Never want to swing on a 3-0 pitch. The 3-1 counts. And that is inside, an early game walk for Tate Johnson.
Batting second for the SaberCats, number 12, Ridge Bolick.
And now Ridge Bolick here to take his first at-bat with an early base on balls for the Fossil Ridge SaberCats. Last inning we saw that Greeley West went with 4 batters. There were 2 punch-outs in that inning, accompanied by a single, but a very underwhelming inning. And it looks like we were trying to get a bunt down from Ridge Bolick, and it just goes out wide. Looks like he was trying to catch him by surprise with that early bunt there, Jake.
Yes, nice little squeeze.
Okay, as soon as he's out, announce Luke, because I got his walk up, so.
Pitch from Munoz. Ooh.
Check swing.
And we got a strike, but we got Tate, who's going to advance to second base. And we've got the 0-2 count for Bolick, but we've got a man on second.
I'm ready for beginning rosters when you guys are.
So we are going to take a quick look at our rosters after this pitch. And so Munoz is going to give the pitch, and that is outside. And we're really quickly going to... And
Tate barely makes it.
A play at third base almost came out of nowhere. And now... We can switch to it right now. We got like 30 seconds. And so right now we've got no outs, a 1-2 count, and a man on third. This is a great start for Fossil Ridge. They had not gotten a single hit, but a man on third.
Ooh, backwards K.
Yep.
Strikeout looking.
Just appeared to paint that outside corner and took all advantage of that strike zone. And now we got Alfonso, after pitching the first inning, getting 2 strikeouts, is now going to look to bring a runner home. And this is Fossil Ridge's first game of the year, as opposed to Greeley West, who is already 0-1. The pitch. Oh, in the dirt, but it's going to get past the catcher, and that is coming home. Tate Johnson. That is 1-0 Fossil Ridge High School.
Alright, you want to know what the roster's now doing?
Yes, and we're going to take a quick look at our Fossil Ridge roster and our Greeley West roster, as we get a little bit of confusion from the backstop. And so, right now we've got Johnson, Bolick, Alfonso, Reed, Formanek, Monsell, Crosby, Hickson, and Brownhill starting for your Fossil Ridge SaberCats, as we are currently with the third man in the order, Luke Alfonso, the pitcher. And here's the first pitch. Pardon me. Second pitch, and that is a 1-1 count. A couple of wild pitches so far for Munoz. And so, right now, Munoz with the pitch, and that is going to be high. Having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone after he was able to punch out the last batter with a 2-1 count.
And throwing a little bit wild all around.
Not been a controlled day so far for Munoz on the mound. Pitch. That's a strike. He's really good at painting that outside corner, so you got to watch it. That is a 2-2 count. Munoz, sitting at 6'1", is the tallest pitcher on the team. Might allow him to get a little extra kick, a little extra power right there. And he
caught swinging at the outside.
Gets him swinging, chasing outside. Looked like a nice slider there.
Number 20, Johnny Reed.
That's a pair of strikeouts for Munoz, even though they've allowed 1 run. Still a very solid inning for the pitcher overall before he races the cleanup batter, Johnny Reed.
Johnny's been hitting pretty good this season.
He's looked very good in a lot of the practice games, and he definitely swings for power. And if he's going to get a good fastball down the middle, he's going to take it. But just another outside corner painting there. A beautiful painting. One would call it Mona Lisa level by Munoz. 0-1 count. Munoz will wind up the pitch. Ooh, gets him swinging low. Looks like Munoz has been able to calm himself a little bit late, being able to not only get some pitches in the strike zone, but be able to get a little slider and be able to get some batters to chase. Now the 0-2 pitch. Johnny is going to swing that and rip it foul. That is still an 0-2 count. So Jake, what do you think of Munoz being able to settle in after walking and then subsequently bringing in the first batter?
He finally found the control that he needed.
Speaking of the control, that is another strike. Strike 3, the strikeout, the punch-out swinging. And that is 3 Ks early on the board for Greeley West, as it is still 1-0 Fossil Ridge High School.
And after one, our score, Fossil Ridge SaberCats,
Cut to-
1, Greeley West, nothing.
What's the other graphic I got?
Last year's result in the schedule.
Bring up the schedule and then tilt it towards me so I can read it.
Okay, we're going to schedule now.
And so, right now, we're going to look over the Fossil Ridge High School baseball schedule. They're going to play a full 16-game roster, starting this year with Greeley West. Then they're going to go on the road for 2 games to Erie and Columbine before starting their league play at home against Loveland. Then they're back on the road against Mountain Range, home against Rocky Mountain and the Lobos, and then a pair of road games against Fairview and Boulder. Then they're alternating back-to-back, home against Legacy, at Monarch, home against Pooter, away against Broomfield, and then 3 home games in a row between Collins, Horizon, and Castleview, and finally ending the season with an away game, second meeting of Pooter. So Jake, what do you think of that schedule so far?
The game seemed like a good matchup, but going from on the road and back home a bunch could get tiring out.
Those 3 games at home down the stretch are going to be very, very crucial, it looks like.
Okay, we're going to go back to the main
Looking,
shot.
yep. And so we're going to start here in the beginning of the second inning. Fossil Ridge up 1-0. We're still going to get the pitch from Luke Alfonso, who was able to make a fairly uneventful top of the first between 2 strikeouts, a single, and a pop-out. So he's had some great control with his pitches. Hasn't thrown a single ball yet,
The accuracy is crazy with him.
especially with this being the first game for the team and his first game on the mound. What do you think has allowed him to be able to practice so controlled?
They have the preseason where they play a few games and practice every day, which could help him tune in his skills.
Clearly took full advantage as he looks to come out flying, hoping to go the distance here, go at least more than a couple innings.
Number 4,
Hopefully.
Gio Munoz.
So go down there.
And here we go. We got the pitcher, Gio Munoz, as he was able to get 3 strikeouts, even though he allowed a run, looking to get back one of his own with a hit right here.
Fouled the first pitch off.
So, Sam's going to go down there. He cuts his arm. We're going to go to Zach here.
And we got an early 0-1 count. The pitch here. That's going to be the first ball of the game for Luke Alfonso, as we've now got a 1-1 count.
That was a good-looking curveball.
Was a good curveball, just couldn't get the friendly whistle to the referee. And that is ripped straight to the shortstop. Going to be able to make a play on it. And he gets the bag, and that is an easy enough punch-out for the Fossil Ridge SaberCats.
Batting 6 for the Spartans, number 2, Mateo Vasquez.
That's the second pitch, which has been grounded. The first one went right over the second base, allowed for a single, but that one straight to the shortstop. And here we go. This is going to be number 5 in the order for
Zach.
Greeley West. The pitch.
A little bit high.
High and outside, it looks like, and that is going to be ball 1 on number 2, Mateo Vasquez.
We're on to Zach's camera.
And here we go. The second pitch, ripped foul once again. Seeing a lot of right-handed batters and are trying to drive that ball right to the right field, but just finding it out of bounds. Pitch again from Alfonso. Ooh, got him chasing in the dirt. He's been able to throw that slider fairly effectively so far
Yeah.
this game. None of the Greeley West players have been able to figure out. We've gotten a lot of chases so far. And
Chasing in the dirt.
now, the 1-2 pitch, not able to get him to chase that time, as that is a 2-2 count for Vasquez. Alfonso looking to gain control here. The pitch, right down the middle, and that is ripped
Into right field.
into right field. Only going to take one base here as the right fielder for Fossil Ridge.
Batting seventh for the Spartans.
Jack
number
Monsell.
15.
Yes, the brother of my partner in the studio, Jake Monsell. Made a good play there, just not able to make any sort of diving play, which would not have been a smart move anyways. So we got one out, man on first for the Greeley West 6-7 hitter, excuse me. Throw back to first.
Safe.
Yes, he is perfectly safe. And that looks like Mateo Vasquez might be a little bit of a runner, might have some speed on him. Looks like Alfonso's going to take him seriously.
Adam Waters.
Now Alfonso, the first pitch. That's
Outside.
It's going to be outside. And so that is a first 1-0 count as Alfonso still got a good amount of control, but throwing a couple balls here to start. And that is going to be the 7-hitter, Evan Schindel for Greeley West, who's going to watch that one. And now here looking for the second pitch. Once again outside, same corner. And that is now a 2-0 count for the Greeley West hitter.
Seems to be consistently hitting the outside.
Both pitchers love that outside corner. It's working right now for Munoz, but not as well for Alfonso. Third pitch, straight down the middle, gets him swinging. 1-2, 2-1 count. We've seen no attempt to steal from Vasquez over on first base, as Alfonso appears to have calmed him down, keeping him over on the bag. Now the pitch, that's lifted
Fouled up.
It might be playable, though, and it is not going to be playable. That's a 2-2 count for Schindel. And Alfonso looking to get the second out of the inning. Maybe even look for a double play here. Maybe trying to keep this play in the infield or even get a punch out. Looked first. And he's
Another pick.
tried to get him, but good awareness there by Vasquez to be able to get back in time. And that's
Another
thrown.
foul ball.
Another foul ball as the at-bat keeps going. That was the sixth pitch of the at-bat. And this is the longest at-bat we've had all game. And so we're going to see Alfonso.
When you're ready to cut to graphic, just tell me and I'll cut to okay. I don't know. Correct.
And so Alfonso here, the 2-2 pitch. Once again, one out, man on first. Right down the middle.
Right down the middle.
Brought up. Oh, and he's safe. Just a botch play by the second baseman, Tate Johnson, as now it is going to be first and second for
Batting eighth
Greeley
for the
West.
Spartans, number 7.
He stumbled on that ball there a little bit. And the runner got under the tag.
Looks like it just skipped over his glove, and he didn't quite know what to do with it.
Pinch runner here for Evan Schindel.
Yes, do we have a number on him? That appears to be number 3, Angel Dorame, the senior, who I don't know if he's going to replace him as the runner or for the entire game. We shall see. So, one out, 0-0 count, man on first and second. The pitch, fouled back at the field by number 7, Hunter Redfern. And he is a junior at Greeley West. This team from Greeley West made up almost entirely of juniors and seniors. Very similar to Fossil Ridge in the amount of overall capabilities of the team, with a lot of seniors on both sides looking to complete their last year of high school baseball. Looking for a squeeze bunt there.
Threw the ball a little bit high there. Just missed the zone.
So we're going to have a 1-1 count for the 8-hole hitter. And Alfonso looking to calm down, looking to not allow any runs in this inning. The pitch, looking for a bunt, and he's going to throw that one foul. I believe that is a 1-2 count, even though it might be 0-2. I did not have confirmation.
It's an 0-2 count.
It is 0-2. My apologies. So, we've got an 0-2 count, runners on first and second with 1 out. What's the ultimate play you're looking for here? You're looking for a strikeout or a ground out or a pop out?
Right now, looking for a ground out so we can make a play at another bag.
Yes, looking to either get rid of that runner in scoring position or maybe even a double play if we're getting lucky. That is the first ball outside by Alfonso. 1-2 count. My apologies. It is a 2-2 count. And we've got a pitcher-catcher meeting as we are reading a very close interjunction here with the 2-2 count. You want to get this next batter out, keep that runner on second base.
So OBS is dropping like 80% of the frames, and the streams are like 3 FPS. What was the latency set at in YouTube?
And Redfern
It's like
steps back into the box. 2-2 pitch, 1 out. Alfonso looks to second. The pitch, right down the middle, gets him swinging. Looking for the pickoff, not going to get it though. But that is a strikeout.
Good reflexes, seeing how far he was in that lead, throwing it back down to second.
That is a great play by the.
Number 6, Dimitri Jaramillo.
That was a great play by the Fossil Ridge caster Ryan Hickson as the 9th batter for Greeley West is going to come in, and we'll get his number quickly.
Dimitri Jamillo,
Jeremy-
he's a senior at Greeley West.
Dimitri Jaramillo, thank you. And looking for a pickoff back at second. Keeping careful tracks on Mateo Vasquez as he's been looking for any slight opportunity to steal first, second, now third base. Alfonso being very cautious. Looks back to second. Looks back again. And now throws the pitch. And that is fouled up to the top of the screen.
Lots of foul balls here from Greeley West.
Yep, a lot inside from right-handed batters. Not a lot of shanking it to the west.
So you want to cut it for a minute. You have to cut it for a minute, go into YouTube Live,
So
go to the edit.
Alfonso with
It's a low latency.
getting ready for the 0-1 pitch with 2 outs, looking to keep the lead. And that is